For the most part, Game Freak has kept their plans for 7th generation pretty bottled up. We really don't know anything about the direction they want to take the new generation, which has made it really difficult to speculate on. In terms of official information, we have a big fat zero at this point, which has been pretty frustrating. However, recently Junichi Masuda, director of the Pokemon series, released something that might just be a teaser for 7th generation. The picture you guys are seeing right now was released on Masuda's Twitter along with a caption, 2016, the work starts today. At first, many people thought this was a reference to Pokemon Go, but if you think about it, that can't be, because there's clearly a Game Freak logo on the screenshot, and Game Freak isn't directly involved with Pokemon Go. In fact, in general, they aren't involved with any non-main series things, and this seems to be something big, so I really do think it has something to do with the main series Pokemon games. So in light of all this, there are pretty much two options. Either Masuda is teasing Pokemon Z, or he's teasing 7th generation. This first option, that the teaser is related to Pokemon Z, I could definitely see this. Some people are even claiming there's a little Z on the globe in the background, and while I'm not entirely convinced that that is the case and I think people are just seeing things, I wouldn't be surprised if it does end up being a teaser for Pokemon Z. But even still, I think there's a better option than it being related to Pokemon Z or XY2 or whatever the sequel to X and Y is going to be called. The reason I say this is that making a video game takes a long time, and Masuda's tweet implies that they're only starting work on this new project right now in 2016. I've already talked about why Pokemon Z will be released in 2016 in a previous video, and if you ask me, there's just not enough time between now and the end of the year to make an entire video game. Looking at Nintendo's past behavior with X and Y, those games were announced early in 2013, which means Pokemon Z will likely be announced sometime early this year, and why in the world would you announce a game that you've only just started working on? I mean, granted, Pokemon Z probably isn't going to be as intensive to make as a lot of other games out there, since it's probably going to be pretty similar to X and Y for the most part, but even still, making a game is a really long process. There's just not enough time for them to finish Pokemon Z by the end of 2016, so I think it's not Pokemon Z, and instead a reference to 7th generation. I know this probably isn't popular opinion out there, but I just have a feeling that the project Masuda is teasing is much bigger than Pokemon Z. Looking at it gives me the vibes of something new, which while I know this isn't the best justification for it being a 7th generation teaser, I still think there's a good chance that it is. Nonetheless, it definitely is something to do with the main series games, which is undoubtedly good news for Pokemon fans because it means we're going to be getting a big announcement hopefully sometime soon. Well, alright folks, that is pretty much going to do it for this video. As always, if you enjoyed, be sure to drop me a like down below and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already for more Pokemon videos in the future. Also, let me know your thoughts on all this down in the comments. Do you guys think it's a teaser for Pokemon Z, 7th generation, or something else entirely? Otherwise, I hope you all have an awesome day, and I will see you in my next video.